I'm Annalisa, and I'm here to talk about sexual assault, abuse, rape, and humiliation today. And this is my first video, so please, if you can't go easy on me or anything, I'd rather you just hit the X button or something, or change your video, because I'm not here to be, judged or anything. What I'm here to do is to just talk about sexual assault and how it's really affecting people and how it basically has increased. And I will be including Sam Pepper's prank video. I will be talking about that and other YouTubers who are doing the same thing as Sam Pepper. So basically what sexual assault is, and I feel like this is a very well-known topic, but I feel like it's just less talked about. And people try to, sweep it under the rug. And I'm tired of that. I have seen many more victims, hide, and also a lot more people starting to say, hey, this is what happens. And I just want, victims of assault to know that they have a voice, that they don't have to live in silence anymore. Because living in silence is one of the most painful things that you can do, and your voice is probably one of the strongest characteristics you have. Your voice will empower you. It'll make you feel stronger. It'll take back that strength that you feel that you have lost, or that power. And whether or not you know your perpetrator, your predator, you can still do something about it. You can call a hotline, or you can contact, the local authorities, and you can even contact a local crisis center. Please do not live in silence. It is one of the worst things you can ever do. It's painful. You do not deserve it. You do not deserve to be blamed if you are a victim. Victim blaming also needs to be put to a stop as well. So I'll start off with talking about sexual assault and what it is. Sexual assault and abuse is any type of sexual activity that you do not agree to doing, such as inappropriate touching, vaginal, anal, and oral penetration, either one of those or all of them, rape, attempted rape, and child molestation. The reason why I feel that Sam Pepper did assault these women in his recent video is because he did do inappropriate touching without their consent. For many of you who do not know about this video, basically Sam Pepper made a prank video of a fake ass pinching, grabbing a woman's behind. He pretended to ask women for directions, and with that, he had two hands in his pocket. One hand was fake. The other real hand ended up grabbing a woman's behind. And some of these women did seem surprised. So Sam Pepper saying, hey, they gave me their consent. I don't see their consent with such a reaction like that. He likes to say that all of these are scripted, all of these, are played out. I don't think these are. If you wanted to make a social experiment and, prove how dangerous sexual harassment is, you did not have to make a visual video, a visual explanation of how it happens. Rather than doing that, rather than talking about it and explaining it, you made it visual and ended up really assaulting women, and that's not okay. Sexual assault can be verbal, visual, or anything that forces a person to join in unwanted sexual activity or attention, such as voyeurism, which is basically a peeping Tom. Voyeurism is watching private sexual acts, and basically a peeping Tom. Exhibitionism is exposing of self in public. So wagging off your penis in front of women, which is what one YouTuber did. He ended up, streaking and waggling his penis in front of many women who were very disgusted. That needs to be stopped as well. Also, incest, which is, if you don't know, I'd be a little surprised, but it's okay. It is sexual contact with family. That's not okay. Not okay, guys. Anyways, I really feel that Sam Pepper did sexually assault these women without their consent. If he was making a social experiment on, I already talked about on, sexual harassment, he did not have to come across that way. That is not okay. It is not okay to grab a woman's ass and say, hey, this is okay. Women deserve respect. And if you see a girl showing off her body and asking for, disrespect, if she's disrespecting herself, that does not give you the right to disrespect them. If you see a woman with her ass cheeks hanging out, that does not give you the right to slap her ass. That is disrespectful. And even if she's asking for disrespect, that does not give you any reason to disrespect her. Let it be. Turn the other cheek. Don't do anything, okay? For men who say, oh, I don't get what the big deal is, he just grabbed a girl's ass, okay, well, how would you like it for a grown man to randomly come up behind you and grab a piece of your ass? I don't think you'd like that. I don't think you would appreciate that. So respect a woman. And I don't think you'd like it if a grown man or a young man came up to you shaking his penis in front of you. If you don't like that, don't do it to women, because women feel the same exact way. And although you can go ahead and punch another man, some women live in fear of doing something. A lot of people like to do victim blaming, which is what I'd also like to talk about. Victim blaming is blaming the victim, such as saying, she had it coming, he or she had it coming, they deserved it. Why didn't they say anything? Why didn't they run? Why didn't they scream? This is their fault. Who cares? First off, stop blaming the victim. That is not their fault. If she's wearing a short-ass skirt and gets raped, that is not fair. A perpetrator knows exactly what they're doing. They know the crime they're doing, so they should be the one punished, not the one that's being raped or sexually assaulted. Okay, I have heard stories of prostitutes being raped and them being scared. A lot of prostitutes, are also under human trafficking, and that's really, really sad and disappointing. Human trafficking is basically kidnapping and putting them into a place where they shouldn't be, and it needs to be stopped as well. I'll talk about that in another video, but for now I am trying to talk about victim blaming and sexual assault, harassment, and to put an end to it. A lot of victims, when they are blamed, begin to blame themselves, and they are no longer happy. They are no longer joyful. They begin to really hate themselves. They start to say, it is my fault, and that's not okay. You can't stop some things, and that's okay. I mean, there are a lot of people every day who get assaulted and raped, and no one does anything about it. And victims do live in silence because sometimes they don't know who their perpetrator is. They don't know that predator that, hurt them, that took advantage of them. So they don't feel like they can go to the police because they don't have enough evidence. And that's really sad, because even if they can't get them arrested or press charges on their perpetrator, they could get help, and they need help. Let's see. Victim blaming is not okay. It is not okay to blame the victim. If you know a victim, help them understand that they are not alone. Do not blame them. This is something that a lot of people cannot stop. A lot of people cannot stop rape from happening to them. And a lot of people shouldn't be blamed for that. Sexual assault does happen in public. It happens behind closed doors. It can happen anywhere. And Sam Pepper decided to do it in public. And that is not okay. Whether it was behind closed doors or in front of people's eyes. It's not okay. I had noticed that, other YouTubers don't appreciate, his gestures toward these women. They don't like it. Good. We should not promote it. We should not support it. We should not even ignore it either. There should be something done about it. Thankfully, his video is taken down, but we need to put an end to sexual assault. A lot of people think it's, a game. Oh, they were just horsing around. No. No. Whether you're horsing around with someone, it does not give you the permission to violate their personal space. That is not okay. Violating personal space is definitely a no. It's a big no-no. Okay. For any victims out there, don't blame yourselves. You are stronger than you think you are. Your voice will give you the strength that you need to tell somebody. If you're living in silence, do not live in silence. You can contact, a family, relatives. You can tell a teacher, any adult you trust, even if it's a friend, and you feel like they'll not judge you. They shouldn't judge you either way, but you need to tell somebody. Your voice, your story is so empowering. It can inspire others to say theirs. And the reason I say that is because I am a victim of sexual assault. I am turning 18 this year, and last year I was assaulted in front of my own friends and peers by a boy I did not really know. It was also when I was wearing my cheer uniform, and a lot of cheerleaders are given a stereotype of sluts. Whether or not we respect ourselves, it is not okay to violate a woman. It's not okay. I stayed in silence for probably an hour. I went back to class, and I had to decide whether or not I should tell somebody. And a lot of people thought I shouldn't, that saw what happened. I ended up telling my mom enough for her to contact my school and enough for her to help me get through this. It was one of the biggest things that I have ever gone through. It was the scariest, dramatic, and I was in very much fear for myself. I did not know what he'd do. I did not know what anyone would say. If they would just say they were horsing around, I was very scared. And thankfully, a lot of people were on my side and decided to help say, yes, he assaulted her. And I thank the sheriffs and detectives that, helped me get through this. I wouldn't be here without them. And I just want to say, to victims, do not live in silence. Please, I know I'm repeating myself so much about it, but do not. It's the worst thing you can do. You're just hurting yourself more than you think, because you're not getting the help that you deserve. You're just hiding, and you're going to be in fear for the rest of your life, and you do not deserve that. The world is incredible. I mean, scary, yes, because there's a lot of things going on that should not be going on, but the world is something that we should all experience and explore, and we should do that with, of course, caution, and we should all do that with respect for each other. So, get help if you are a victim. If you have any stories, if you have any, fear, you can even privately contact me. I'll put my, an information like email or Kik or something for you guys to, message me or something, because honestly, I want others to know that you can relate to others out there, that victims really are sexually assaulted, whether or not they asked for it, because no one asks to be raped. No one does. And I am sick and tired of all this sexual assault going on. I have dear friends who have even been sexually assaulted. And if I hadn't shared my story, they wouldn't have gotten the courage to say that this did happen to them. And it's disgusting. It's not just women that are sexually assaulted every day either. It is men. And Sam Pepper did explain that in his coming out with whatever story. Yes, men and women are sexually abused, sexually assaulted, raped, and all this stuff every single day. That is disgusting. There are predators out there who deserve to be locked behind bars. And Sam Pepper is one of them. He deserves to be locked behind bars because he has made several videos of, just harassing women. That is not okay. If you would never want a man to come up to you and to kiss you. So if Sam Pepper doesn't want a man to come up to him and kiss him and say, hey, this is for my YouTube video, stop doing them. It's easy, simple. Create a different video that doesn't have to harass people. So I hope this, video helped you understand a little bit of sexual assault. I know it was mostly a lot of things. Okay, yeah. And I just want others to be, strong enough to get through things. And I want others to know that they can get help. And I just want it to go to like a complete stop. I am tired of sexual assault. I'm tired of hearing about it. And I want something done about it. So if you want something done about it, stop the victim blaming. Stop harassing people. You all have to pitch in. Not one person can do it. And I'm glad to see a lot of people sharing their stories right now about Sam Pepper or any other perpetrator. Everybody has a story. If you have a story for sexual assault, abuse, share your story because you will, trust me, you will inspire others to share theirs, and so you will get your own strength and power back that you feel that you have lost. Again, I am Annalisa, and I hope you guys, don't hate this video at least, and I hope that you guys understand where I am coming from and that some of you can relate and something can be done. Alright, bye guys. I'll leave any info that you want down below, so, okay, bye.